Hi, I'm Phil Ashey from the American Anglican Council with your weekly Anglican Perspective. Today we want to talk about the 4 Anglican congregations that lost their appeal before the British Columbia Court of Appeals to hold on to the buildings that they had built and paid for. These Anglicans left the Anglican Church of Canada and the Diocese of New Westminster because their church, their national church, had strayed from biblical teaching on essentials for the Christian faith. What do we say to churches like St. John's, Shaughnessy, the largest Anglican church in Canada, and Dr. J.I. Packer, who was deposed by Bishop Ingham for standing up for the Bible? Here's what we say. It's a great verse from Hebrews chapter 10. Listen to this. Remember those earlier days after you'd received the light, when you stood your ground in a great contest in the face of suffering. Sometimes you were publicly exposed to insult and persecution. And now listen to this. In verse 34, you joyfully accepted the confiscation of your property because you knew that you yourselves had better and lasting possessions. You know what better and lasting possessions these faithful Anglicans have? The knowledge that they've been faithful to Jesus. The blessing that's going to come to them because of their faith. More resources to pour directly into evangelism, discipleship, and mission. More resources to think literally outside the box of their permanent buildings in order to find new ways to reach their neighbors with the transforming love of Jesus Christ. You know what one of them said? A trustee of St. John's, Shaughnessy, Leslie Bentley, said this. She said, the ashes of my infant daughter are buried in our memorial garden, but we would rather follow the Scripture and lose our building than follow the Anglican Church of Canada. What would you be willing to do, dear ones, to follow Jesus and to follow His Word? What would you be willing to give up for the sake of the gospel?